Here's something I see all the time. A family calls me after losing a parent, and they're dealing with grief, confusion, and sometimes full-blown conflict all at the same time. Not because the estate plan was bad, the documents were fine. The problem was that nobody ever talked about it. If you've done the work to put an estate plan together, there's one more step most people skip, and skipping it is where things fall apart. I'm Anna Burr with Burr Law. We help Colorado families protect what they've built and make sure their wishes are actually honored, not just on paper, but in practice. Today, I want to talk about something that doesn't involve any legal documents at all, the family meeting. Stick with me because this piece is the one that most estate planning videos leave out entirely. Most people treat an estate plan like a will. Sign it, seal it, file it away, and never think about it or bring it up ever again. That's understandable. Nobody wants to sit around talking about who gets what when mom or dad are gone. But that silence creates a vacuum, and vacuums fill with assumptions, misunderstandings, and eventually conflict. A family meeting is how you close that gap. It's not a legal requirement, it doesn't change anything, but it can be the difference between your plan holding together under pressure and falling apart right when your family needs it most. So first, let's talk about what a family meeting actually does. It first sets expectations before there's a crisis to manage. When your family knows what to expect, who inherits what and roughly why, and who's in charge of all of that, they don't have to fill in the blanks with guesswork. Guesswork becomes resentment. Resentment becomes conflict. A 90-minute conversation now can prevent years of family tension later. I've seen it happen both ways, and the families who talk it through first come out the other side intact. Second, your executor and trustee need to know what they're walking into. Naming someone as executor, trustee, or healthcare proxy is asking them to take on real responsibility at one of the hardest moments of their lives. Do they know what's in the plan? Do they know where the plan is? Have you asked if they're actually willing and able to do the job? I cannot tell you how many times I've seen an estate come to a near standstill because a named executor had no idea that what they were supposed to do, or they found out about the role for the first time when it was already their job. That's a situation that a single conversation could have prevented. Third, some decisions need a little context to make sense. Not every estate is split evenly. Maybe you've already helped one child with a down payment. Maybe you're leaving more to a child who gave up their career to help with caregiving. Maybe there's a family business and only one child involved in running it. Those decisions can look unfair on paper without context. A person, explained in your own words, then they make sense. A family meeting gives you the chance to share that context while you're still here to talk about it. Fourth, it opens the door for real questions. Your family probably has questions they don't know how to ask. Who's the backup if something happens to the first choice? What happens if you need long-term care? What should they do first if you're incapacitated? A family meeting makes it okay to ask these questions. That's not a morbid conversation, it's a generous one. You're giving your family a map before they need it. 5, it's a built-in reminder to keep the plan current. We recommend revisiting your estate plan every 3 to 5 years, or after any major life change, a marriage, a divorce, a new baby, a significant shift in your finances. Turning your family meeting into a regular habit means your documents stay current and your family stays informed. Here are a few tips on running the meeting well. You don't need a formal agenda, but you should have a few things: a quiet space, plenty of time, and a clear understanding that this isn't a negotiation. You've made your decisions. The meeting is about sharing them, not litigating them. Consider having your estate planning attorney available, even by phone, if you expect hard questions about the legal structure. And if you have a family with complicated dynamics, some attorneys, including our team, can help you prepare for the conversation so it stays productive. If you've already put an estate plan together and you haven't had this conversation with your family yet, that's your next step. And if you haven't started your plan at all, well, we can help with that too. Our team works with families to build plans that are simple, stress-free, and tailored to them. Reach out through the link in the description or call our office directly. A clear path forward is closer than you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it helpful, please subscribe. We put out practical estate planning content every week. In the next video, we're covering something that catches a lot of families completely off guard. What actually happens to your Social Security benefits after you pass? It's not what most people expect. We'll see you there.